launch of our new kits. It is lovely to see you all. I am going to try and, oops, not to the back of the shop. I wanted to try and just switch my orientation round a little bit. Orientation is locked. I'm not entirely sure how to flip it horizontal, so I'm really sorry if you're watching on YouTube and you would prefer to see it horizontal. I actually can't work out how to change it. I'm really sorry about that. So I think we might have to just be horizontal, vertical here as well. And I am also live on Instagram as well this evening. So hello everybody on Instagram as well as on YouTube. It is lovely to see you all, and I'm so excited to share this month's kits with us. So for September, I've got 2 brand new Sewing Society kits to share with you, and our lovely newsletter subscribers have already had access to the kits for the past hour. So if you're a newsletter subscriber, you will have seen them already, and they have been super popular. So depending on when you're watching this, it might be, whether it's live or maybe it's later on, it might be that you just have to sign up for a stock notification if we do sell out. I know that there is one that has been super popular and is about to sell out, or potentially might have sold out already. But yeah, I have got 2 brand new kits to show you this evening. One is the Megan Nielsen Jara jumper, which is what I'm wearing just now, and then the other one is the Megan Nielsen Ash jeans, which I am also wearing. I do have a little stool that I can stand on so that I can show you them, but I'm going to talk to you, there we go, but I'm going to talk to you about the Ash jeans a little bit later on. I'm going to cover everything about the Jara jumper first of all, but yeah, if you are watching live, thank you so much for joining me this evening. I do have Belle and Becca in the background. They are just helping to monitor the comments and any questions that might come in as well. So yeah, I've got a little bit of technical support in the background tonight, which is really, really lovely. So it is so nice to see you all, and I would love to know where you're watching from as well. So wherever you are in the world, then share where you are, because it's really nice to see how spread out we are. I think because we're doing the launch later in the day, in the evening, then I think quite a lot of America is awake, so I think quite a lot of you are joining us today as well, which is lovely. So yeah, I'm going to talk to you about the Jara jumper first of all, because there's quite a few different elements to that, and we've sort of built the kit in a kind of different way and offered it in a different way to what we usually do with the Sewing Society kits. Usually it's like definitely everything that you need for a garment all together in one box, but we've just allowed you to build some of the elements in depending on your preferences this time. And I love doing a jumper at this time of year. It's such a really nice transitional project to work on. And when we were looking at the patterns and trying to sort of pick what pattern we wanted, I personally just love the Jara jumper. It's like one of those kind of tried and tested patterns for me. I've made loads of versions. I just love it. And I just almost like couldn't find anything better for what I sort of had envisaged in my head that I wanted this kit to be. So instead of the kit definitely including the pattern is an optional add-on this time, so it means that you don't have to have the pattern if you've already got it, or it might be that you've got another jumper pattern that you yourself absolutely love and you want to pair that with the supplies kit. So basically we've got 3 different elements that make up this kit. So we've got the supplies, which is the fabric and the notions that you need to make it. We've got the pattern, and then we've got something brand new, which you can see embellished on my jumper here, which is our exclusive G&G hand embroidery kit. So I'm going to be talking you through all of that as well. We've not offered anything like that before, and it's been really lovely to bring these designs to life and hopefully teach you a new skill as well. Also nice to work on at this time of year, especially as the days get a bit shorter and maybe you're like chilling out in the evening, you just want something slow and easy to work on. Then this is a really, really lovely way to accessorize your jumper or any other garment as well. So the embroidery starter bundles that we've got aren't necessarily specific to the jumper, although they obviously do work really well with it. You can just wear it with use it with your other handmade garments too, or it might even be that you are using it with upcycle clothes, or maybe some, you know, something you've got with a charity shop or whatever. Sorry, I know somebody is asking if the picture can be changed to horizontal. I was just struggling to get it to do that. I am gonna flip it, but I think the orientation still kind of looks, does it just look like I'm on my side basically when I do it that way? Yeah, I don't think it's going to let me swap it round, unfortunately. So I'm sorry about that. It's lovely to see where you're all from. I'm just looking, it looks like it's definitely spread around lots in America and in Canada as well. And yeah, lovely to see you all. Okay, so I'm going to start talking you through some of the fabric options that we have got for the Jara, and then also what the embroidery kit is looking like as well. So the one that I've got on just now, this is our cream colourway, and in the supplies bundle you are getting the main fabric, which is this really lovely cosy snuggly sweatshirting. So it's one of our heavier weight sweatshirtings. It's got a lovely snuggly back, and it's just a bit heavier weight. It's nice and substantial. It's really, really cozy. And then we have got the coordinating ribbing that goes with that. So that is for your neckband, your cuffs, and for your hemband as well. So we've got that, and then we've also got the maroon as well. So there is 2 different size ranges for the Jara. There is the size 0 to 20, and that is covering bust sizes 32 to 46, just to give you a range. But the full size chart and everything is on the listings for the kit, so check that out if you're not sure what one to go for. And then we've got the curve option, which is sizes 14 to 30, and that is bust sizes 40 to 56. So for the supplies kit, as I mentioned, you're getting the fabric, you're also getting my top tips video. So if you're new to working with stretch or with sweatshirting, it's the best place to start. I really break it down, make it super easy. And the extra thing that is in the video as well is how to add the super cute little yoke, a facing at the back. You can see I've put some embroidery on this one, and then it's also on this one here. I'll show you the insides of that too. So it's a really lovely detail that you can add to the inside of your jumper. You can see it sort of gives a nice, you see this a lot on ready to wear clothes as well. So yeah, you learn how to do that in the top tips video that comes with the supplies kit. Then if you do need the pattern to go with it, if you don't have it already, then it is the PDF version of the pattern. So you're getting all of those PDF files you can keep for your future reference. And then you've also got your digital instruction booklet too, and your pattern printout. So you've got the full scale printout included in the price of the pattern. Inside the little notions kit, we're giving you the needles that you need. So you've got your jersey needles, and then also Mariflex thread. So this is the stretchy thread. It makes it super, super easy to sew this project on your regular sewing machine, which is really good. So I'll talk you through how to do that in the video too. And then brand new for this month is our gorgeous new little woven labels. How cute are they? I just love them. So they're double-sided. One side says, "This is me made." And then the other side says, "Yay." So you can choose to sew that into your project as well. So I think it is on, actually, I sewed it on the one, I think it's on the one that I've actually got on, so you can't really see it. Maybe swap out that later. Or, yeah, sorry, actually, it's only the one I've got on that's got this in. But yeah, you can put it on your facing at the back. You could have it sticking out the side seam as well, which might look quite cute. Or sometimes I have actually seen it on some ready-to-wear clothes as well, where it's like it's almost like it's sort of folded on the bottom hemline, and then you do a zigzag stitch over it, and you can just trim the top off, and that looks quite cute as well. So there's various places that you can put in our brand new little labels that come with the kit too. I love them. And yeah, I've lost my train of thought now because I got very excited about a label there. So that is the supplies kit. Then for the embroidery, we have got 2 different options. So we have picked 2 of our exclusive G&G designs. So we've got Be Happy Blooms and then the Goddess Power print as well. And we have extracted some beautiful elements of that to make these lovely embroidery patterns that you can use to then add embellishment onto your jumper. So the way that these embroidery sheets work is that you cut out the design that you like, and then you peel it off and you stick it onto your fabric. You do the embroidery and then it just dissolves away in water, so you just soak it in water and the paper literally comes away. And it is such a lovely way, a nice, quick and easy way to add on this decoration to your projects. So you can see in the Goddess Power one, there's some lovely little stars, there's cute arrows with a star in it as well. We've got the doves and some nice leaves there. So the way that we have then used that on the sample is, so this is the sample that was made for Alison. So you can see her wearing this in the photographs on the listing. So we've done almost like a little scene here with the dove and a little leaf and some stars. And then in that facing at the back, it's got a beautiful sun as well, with Goddess Power. But there are lots of different options that you can do. So you can see that in the Be Happy Blooms sample that I'm wearing here. So in that one, we have got the Be Happy writing. We've got bees, of course, and then we've got lots of lovely little daisies, some of the harebells there, and the Solomon seal leaves, and then just some little textured bits as well, just to add a little bit of extra colour to it. So you can see that on the one I've got here, that's the daisies, I've got some bees, and then that's the little textured bits on there. So I've done more of a sort of all over scatter design on this one. And then at the back, you can see there, I've also done a bigger bee with Be Happy, and a little daisy that I made into a sunflower that is on the back. And then also the Be Happy is on the maroon colourway as well. So I've done a bit more of like a scene here. So I've got the harebell and the Solomon seal leaf and some of the little knots as texture, and another bee, of course. And then I just added some more into the facing as well. So that's the peony there. So in the starter bundle that comes with those pattern sheets, basically you're getting everything you need to get started with this really nice addition to your hobby. So it's going to come in an envelope together like this. All the packaging is recyclable, and you are getting your embroidery hoop, and then you have got your skeins of DMC stranded embroidery thread. So with the Goddess Power one, you've got 6 skeins. With the Be Happy one, you have got 7, because we just needed to include an extra one for the bee. So it's a lovely colour selection that goes really nicely together. We played a lot about with different colours and worked out the best combination for that. So you can see how I've sort of combined some of them here. And then, yeah, that's how the little bee looks there. So you've got that lovely sort of icy blue lilac-y colour for the wings, and then the yellow and the brown for the body. It's really cute. So yeah, you've got those embroidery skeins. You've also got your embroidery needles. So this is a mixed pack of needle, which will allow you to work with various thicknesses of the yarn as well. So whether you want to have more bolder stitches using the 6 strands that are in the yarn, or whether you want to split it. So I talk you through in detail. There's over an hour of footage in the embroidery video that comes with this starter bundle, so you're going to be in safe hands. I'm going to tell you everything that I have worked out and tested and that I know about using these things. So we basically show you how to do various different stitches, and then how to combine them in different ways as well to put them onto your garments, and just show you lots of examples as well. So you can see here the difference between using 6 strands of the thread versus 1. It can give a lot of different definition and different effect to it. The other thing that is in the bundle as well, so because we've primarily made the bundle to pair with the sweatshirting fabric that is in the Jara kit, which is a really nice, stable, sort of heavier weight jersey or sweatshirting, and it doesn't need stabilised before you do it. So you've just got your embroidery hoop that will help to create some tension in the fabric. You do still have to sort of hold it a little bit, give it a bit of support with your thumb and your finger as you're doing it. But you don't need to pre-stabilize this particular fabric. Obviously, if you were doing it on other fabrics that were lighter weight, then it might be that you do want to stabilize it before you do the embroidery, and I talk you through some things that you might want to consider and do with that in the video as well. But what we have included in the starter bundle is a little section of stretch interfacing, and really the primary use of this is to actually put it on after you've done your embroidery, and in a way it's almost like it seals off the threads on the inside of your garment and smooths everything out so that it's not going to get snagged or anything from the inside. And if you are going to be wearing your embroidery maybe with just your jumper, you've not necessarily got anything on underneath, it'll just feel nice and smooth against your skin as well. So that is what the stretch interfacing that is with the starter bundle is for, because it's primarily aimed for use with the jumper, although of course, as I said, you can just put it on any garments that you want to, or any kind of fabric. You put it on bags or accessories or anything that you wanted to as well. So yeah, we have got those two different options in the embroidery bundles. If anybody does have any questions, then feel free to leave them at any point in the comments. Belle's going to feed me some as they come up. Do we have any questions at the moment, Belle, on the embroidery? No. Okay. So hopefully you can just see how you can kind of go as much or as little as you want to with the embroidery. You could even just do the bees if you just like the bees. The other thing that I think is quite nice with it as well is that you could kind of just do a little bit and then you could add to it if you wanted to. So you can, you could start off small or just do a little bit and then just gradually sort of build on it, especially if you're doing something that's a bit more of a kind of scene like this. You could do a couple of things and then just gradually add a few more bits on. I originally wasn't going to do those little sort of textured bits at the side there, but then after I did it, I just thought, actually, I'm going to add that on. I think that will just sort of help to balance it out a little bit. Similarly with this one as well, you can see that there's a little grouping of some stitches here, but if you wanted to do more, it'd be really easy to just build on that. Yes, you could use the embroidery with the jeans if you wanted to. I'm going to move on and talk about the jeans now. I think the only thing that you would maybe want to be wary of in the jeans is the potentially the colour from the jeans slightly changing the colour of some of the threads. But yeah, I will talk to you about that shortly when I talk about all of the jeans. How do you sew the seams? I don't have a serger. Don't worry, Mary, if you don't have a serger. In the supplies kit, we have the stretchy Mariflex thread, which you use with your regular sewing machine, and it makes it really easy to sew stretch with your regular sewing machine, because you can just use a straight stitch and it will mean that the seams will stretch with the fabric because the thread is stretchy. So it's a really nice, easy way to sew stretchy jersey fabric with the Mariflex thread. Can we see the other fabric for the sweatshirt? I think maybe, are you meaning the leopard print one? So I haven't really been showing this one too much because at the moment we have actually sold out of this colourway. So if you are watching live and you didn't get our newsletter to get access to this one first, I'm really sorry that it's sold out. You can let us know if this was the one that you wanted, and we can see what we can do. I can't promise anything, but yeah, at the moment this one is, yeah, this, I'm getting a nod to confirm, yes, this one is sold out. So yeah, but it is very nice. It's just like you can see it's a sort of slightly different colours, more of a sort of creamy colour, but yeah, I don't want to dwell on that one too much at the moment. Okay, somebody's asking, can you buy the set as a gift? I'm not sure how the video would work if it was for someone else. Would they be able to view it? You could probably just send them on the link to the video, I guess. If you were doing that, yeah. That would be fine. Okay, so yes, you can. Yep, you can just get the embroidery kit on its own. So if you wanted to create the jumper that I'm wearing right now, for example, and you'd never made a jumper before, you'd never done anything before, then there's 3 things you need to add to your basket. You need to add the supplies kit, which has all of your fabric and your video included, and the thread and the label and everything, the needles. So that's the first thing, the supplies kit. You then need to add the PDF pattern to your basket so that you get the PDF pattern with the printouts with all of the sizes and your chosen size range, and then you need to add the embroidery bundle. So the 3 things if you want to make a jumper that looks like mine. So I hope that makes sense. Yeah. Belle's got a question to feed to me. Yeah, Belle.
Somebody has asked, would they be able to lengthen it Becca has said there's about 10 centimetres wiggle room. It depends what size you make.
Yeah, so if you did want to make it a bit longer, there is a little bit of wriggle room. There's about 10 centimetres ish, depending on what size you're making, if you did want to lengthen it. What I will say actually, which I talk about in more detail in the video that comes with the supplies kit, is that I have actually sized down by, I'm kind of between sizes. It depends on the day and also what bra I'm wearing. I've sized down at least one, possibly even two sizes to make this version that's here. You know, as a sweatshirt, it's designed to be quite sort of, you know, oversized and loose fitting. So yeah, it might be that maybe if you're kind of seeing it on me and thinking I prefer my sweatshirts a bit longer, probably if you make the size that more directly matches your body measurements, then it might come up a little bit longer. But yeah, just because I've made this jumper so many times, I just kind of have a size that I like, I guess, and that I like the fit of. So I hope that helps. Okay, I'm gonna go on to the jeans kit now. And we have another exciting embellishment to add to that too. So the jeans kit is the Megan Nielsen Ash jeans. They are it's a stretch jeans pattern. I'm gonna get my little notes so I can make sure that I'm giving you all the details that I need. So it's made with a stretch denim, and the thing that is amazing about this denim is that we have sourced another brand new Cone Mills denim. So if you've not heard of Cone Mills denim before, it was like really popular a while ago. It used to actually be made in America. Now unfortunately they don't make it in America anymore. But the quality is still there, and they have this, I guess it's like a trademarked kind of angle to it, that it's got this S-jean spandex in it. And it is a special type of spandex that just has really, really good recovery. So it means that you get super nice, comfy, stretchy jeans that don't bag out and they don't stretch out. So you don't get any baggy knees, you don't get any baggy bums, anything like that. And they just make for a really nice, more of a fitted pair of jeans, certainly at the waist and the hip anyway. But because it's got that stretch in it, it's got that extra comfort. So there are 4 different leg options that come with the Ash pattern. You've got the skinny, you've got the slim, you've got the wide leg, and you've got the flare. So we made 2 different versions, which you can see all of the modelled photos of in the kit listing. So the 2 that I'm wearing, one is the slim leg, and then one is the wide leg. So it's the slim leg that I've got on just now, but I'm going to stand up so that hopefully you can see the bottom, and you can see that they are pretty fitted. The comments are kind of covering the bottom of my leg, but hopefully you can sort of see that. I hold it up even more. I've kind of styled it with a turn up at the bottom. So yeah, they are, I mean, the skinny would be even skinnier. I think it would certainly go in at the bottom a little bit more. But yeah, you know, I would say they're, you know, it's like a sort of classic skinny jean. They're a mid-rise, and they are, you know, they're pretty fitted at the waist and the hip, but because the denim is so stretchy, it makes them, I think it also makes them a bit easier to fit as well. The pattern does have, you know, it's got negative ease because it's designed to be used with stretch denim. So it means that the jeans that you actually make will be smaller than your body measurements because they're designed to stretch, the fabric's designed to then stretch and give you the fit. So I actually think compared to a rigid or a non-stretch denim, probably a little bit easier to fit. Then the other leg cut that was made, I won't change into these just now, but you can see the model photos on the kit listing is the wider leg. I would say compared to other wider leg patterns that are out there at the moment, they're not a really wide leg. So they are still, you know, my version still does have a bit of tightness around the thigh, but they just go down much straighter. So they're not like super wide, but yeah, they are obviously wider than a skinny fit. So hopefully that gives you an idea of the cut of them. So they've got 91% cotton, 7% recycled polyester, and 2% spandex. The weight is 10.75 ounces. So if you've worked with denim before, hopefully that gives you some context as the sort of weight they are. I think they're a really nice weight. what you're gonna notice when you first get this denim is that it comes untreated. So whenever you buy jeans or anything denim from the shops, typically it has always had something done to it. You know, you buy it and it's kind of, you know, it's got like the pockets are sort of worn out a little bit, or it's kind of got creases where the crotch are. It's like the thighs that are, you know, the colour of the denim's almost like faded a little bit, or given a bit of wear. But when you get this denim, it's, you know, nothing's happened to it. It's almost just raw in a way. Like it's obviously been treated as it's been made, but it is just like a flat colour. And once you wash it, that's when you start to see the full characteristics of it coming out. So actually when you take it out the box, it's probably not going to be as stretchy as you think, but as soon as you do that first pre-wash, you're going to notice the beautiful character coming out in this fabric. It starts to feel much softer, and then you also start to see the amazing stretch that it has got as well. And also just generally, as you wash and wear the jeans too, they are going to change colour, they are going to fade. That is just normal. That is what happens with denim, and it will do that in a really unique way to your body and your life as well. I typically get a mum knee in my jeans because I'm always kneeling down to my kids, and I have one knee that just wears out more than the other, and that's, you know, that makes my jeans totally unique because, you know, unless you're also kneeling down to kids too, you know, you're not gonna have that. But you know what I mean. You know, they're gonna wear it in a way that is part of your life and be totally unique to you. And so like the same as it would be if you were to buy something from the shops that was very heavily still coloured with the indigo dye from denim, it usually comes with a little sort of caveat that says, you know, be careful, the indigo dye might rub off on light coloured things. The same potentially could happen with this because it is such fresh denim. It's like ready to just embed itself into your life, which is why potentially with the embroidery, I haven't actually tested it, unfortunately. I'm being totally honest here, so I don't know if you did do it on the denim and you washed it, if it would affect the colours at all. Potentially it might. But yeah, I think that's maybe something I could check and test and let you guys know. So with the Ash jeans, it comes in two different size ranges. So you've either got the size 0 to 20 or you've got the size 14 to 30. So for the size 0 to 20, just to give you a bit of context, but again, remember those size charts are all on the kit listings, is a waist 24 to 38 and then a hip 34 to 48. So that's the size 0 to 20. Or for the size 14 to 30, that is waist 32 to 48 or hip 42 to 58. So you're going to be choosing one of them as you add them to your basket, and then you're going to get everything that you need in that. So for this kit, this is a full complete kit. We have just got one option for this kit that includes the pattern with the PDF files and the printout. You're getting your fabric, you're getting all of the notions as well. So you've got the rivets, which just adds that really nice detail to it. You can add them onto the back pockets here and to the front pockets as well. So it just gives a really lovely professional finish. Then you've got your jeans buttons too for the waistband. You've got your denim top stitch thread. You've got your YKK zip. And then of course your regular thread for sewing the seams. And what else is in this little bag of treats? Your denim needles too. And then the thing that I'm most excited about is the little faux leather patch that you can sew onto the waistband at the back. I absolutely love these. We've designed these ourselves. So it says Guthrie&ghani Me Made Original. And it's got little accents that are actually from our Goddess Power print as well. So you might notice that this is part of the sun from the Goddess Power print, which is in what is in the the facing on here. That's right, isn't it, Bill? I'm not making that up.
No, that's
And then you can see how it looks sewn onto the back. So it makes the jeans look so lovely, and yeah, just really gives it a really, really professional finish. It's nice and easy to add on as well. You can just top stitch through it. It's going to wash fine too. So for adding on the rivets, in terms of how you actually do that, it comes with the tool that you need. So you have the little sort of findings that can either be used with this clip that comes with the rivets and a hammer, or you can use the Prim Vario pliers or the Creative tool. So I show you how to use them with all of the options in that. For the jeans button that comes with it, there's two ways that you can either apply it. So the jeans button that comes with it just has two parts. You've got the back part, which kind of just looks like a drawing pin, like that. So it's just flat on one side and it's got the little sort of spoke thing there. And then the other side has got that nice sort of bronzy effect with the little kind of crest on it. And you can either just apply these without a tool set and a hammer. You just need a firm surface that you can hammer it onto, or if you have used Prim jeans buttons before and you've got the little tool set that came with it, then you can use that with it too. But the packets of jeans buttons so they are Prim buttons, but the packets of jeans buttons include a lot of jeans buttons. You don't really need all of them for one pair of jeans, which is why we split them up in this kit, just to make it a little bit less wastage for you. But yeah, if you have made jeans in the past, then you can use your tool set. Otherwise, you just need a hammer on its own. So that is the jeans kit there. Of course, you do have my top tips video that comes along with that kit as well. So that is just in the complete kit bundle that you get. And again, I'm pretty sure there's just over an hour of footage in that as well. And in there, I talk you through everything. You're going to see all of the steps up close. So if you've not done a fly front before, for example, then I'm going to break all of that down and show you how to do that. I also talk about grading between sizes. So I had to grade, my waist size was 2 sizes bigger than my hip size. I had to grade between the 2 sizes. So yeah, I talk you through how you can grade between sizes as well in the video too. So yeah, if you are new to making jeans, then yeah, you are going to be in safe hands. And of course, you also get access to the Sewing Society Facebook group. It's a really lovely, supportive community, and people are always asking each other questions and posting photos of like, oh, I've made these trousers, or I've made this thing, like, how do you think I could change it or improve it? So yeah, you can always ask for help and support in there as well. So do we have any other questions, Belle, that needs to be addressed this
will the
time?
fabric be available by the meter?
For the jeans. So yes, we should have some available by the meter. I can't really say exactly like when that's going to happen yet. But if you sign up to our newsletter, we'll be sharing it on there when it does become available by the meter. So do make sure you're signed up to the newsletter if you haven't already anyway. You can drop us an email too if you want to, but yeah. Okay, someone's asking, how do you compare the ash and the ginger? I had the ginger kit and I loved it. I would say they are quite similar, to be honest. I would say the main difference is probably in the leg cut options, because with the ginger jeans, you either have the skinny fit and the gingers, or you've got, I think they call it a stovepipe, so it's almost just a bit straighter. And then I think, I'm trying to remember now because it's been quite a while since I've made ginger jeans. I've got a feeling that the rise is different as well. Someone might be able to correct me on this, but I think with the stovepipe fit, the rise is lower, and then the skinny fit, the rise is higher. And so if you wanted to say have the stovepipe with a higher rise, you'd end up having to do like a bit of messing around with the rise on that. Whereas with the ash jeans, the rise is just all the same, but then you've got those 4 different leg options. So I guess there's maybe like a little bit more variety in that sense with the ash. It's hard to compare because I've not made the ginger jeans in this particular denim. This particular denim is very, very stretchy. And if you had our ginger jeans kit before with the cone mill stretch denim, this cone mill stretch denim is stretchier than the previous one that we had, because the previous cone mill stretch denim we had was selvage denim. And the way it's constructed and woven is just slightly different, basically. Whereas this one is much stretchier. So yeah, I've not made the ginger jeans in this particular stretch denim. But I would say maybe there's a little bit more negative E than this one. like that's my kind of gut feeling off the top of my head, but I guess if you checked out body measurements compared to finished garment measurements, then you'd be able to check on that. Any other questions that you think just now that I might have missed, Bill?
So someone's asking, what would you recommend to make like a toile jeans?
So the most accurate way to make a toile for the jeans, it really is, you need something that's got like a similar stretch basically. And even if you, but the truth is really that you're never going to know exactly how this particular denim will fit in this particular pattern unless you use this exact same fabric. Because even if you use a fabric that's similar and stretchy, I would still say you're going to have to baste fit and make adjustments accordingly anyway, because every single fabric is different and has a different amount of stretch, especially when you're making something that's got negative ease. So yeah, you're gonna get the most accurate results of a toile if you use exactly the same fabric. But otherwise, you could just use another stretch denim that I guess is like a non-branded stretch denim. We do like our classic 11-ounce stretch denim. You could use that to make it, but just be aware that you will still have to baste fit when you make it with this specific denim, because the stretch and the thickness, now it's just a different fabric, it will fit slightly differently each time. But I guess if you're making quite a few different adjustments, or you're grading between quite a few sizes, and you want it, you'll get the majority of the way there with another fabric like the 11-ounce stretch denim. But you won't get 100% of the way there unless you use exactly the same fabric. I hope that helps. Okay, any other questions? For the very stretchy denim, can we still make up in a regular sewing machine? Oh, absolutely. Yeah. The amount of stretch in a denim is not going to really change the way that you would like construct it or sew it. So you would still just do it in the same way that you normally would. So you're just using regular thread, you're using regular stitch on the sewing machine. Yes, there's nothing special or different that you need to do there. So yeah, so if anybody does have any other questions as I'm chatting just now, please feel free to leave them in the comments just now. But the other thing that I wanted to show you, which is with these kits that we have brought out this month, you are going to get the new lovely packaging that we have just given a little refresh to in your kit. So when you open up your box, you're going to see everything bundled up really nicely. It will be in tissue paper, but this one was just out so that I could show you it if I needed to. And so we call this the belly band that wraps up the kits, and it just has it has some nice welcoming information and sort of prompts you to check out where to get your pattern instructions and about washing your fabric and everything. But the part of it that is reusable is the project record card at the bottom. So you can just cut this off, you can fill in all of the details about the project that you did, and then you can file this away with your pattern. So it's totally recyclable. You can just stick it in your recycling afterwards, but you can keep this little section for future reference as well. So you will get that with the new kits that we have launched this September. And then you've also got our, in case you missed it at the start, our new little woven labels, which are double-sided. So one side says, "This is me made," and the other side says, "Yay." And these can be used in lots of different places of your garment. So you can use it at the centre back neckline. If it's a top, you can have it sticking out side seam. I think we've got it, is it on this version here? I've got it sticking out a pocket, which looks quite nice. So you can have it there. So yeah, it's just a nice little touch that you can add into your project. And then with the jeans, of course, you've got the lovely leather patch, which looks fantastic on the back waistband. I absolutely love that. It's going to totally just finish off your jeans beautifully. So yeah. Any other last minute questions or anything else that...
For the stretchy denim, no, not that one. It was... Is it stretchy enough for the Eleanors?
I am going to say yes. I think it is. I've not actually double checked the percentage of stretches, but I'm feeling like how stretchy it is on me at the moment as I move around and I feel like it's comparable to what I've made the Eleanors with. So I think it would be. Yeah, I think it would be. The jeans are for experienced sewers, I assume. It's always quite a subjective thing, isn't it, when you're kind of deciding on whether it's the right project for you. I mean, I would say maybe it just depends how much experience you've got of other garments and also how confident you are as well. So yeah. Someone's asking, will you have more leopard print sweatshirt fabric coming in? Possibly. Do let us know if you're interested in that. It's always very helpful for us to know what the demand is when we do sell out of things. It's really a very hard thing to kind of call and judge, is getting the numbers right. So I'm sorry if your first choice is already gone. Just make sure you're definitely signed up to our newsletter, so that you get, because before I go live, all our newsletter subscribers get it for an hour beforehand. So that's more, you know, you got more chance of getting in there with your first pick if you're signed up. Okay, so if there aren't any other questions, then I will leave you for this evening. Thank you so much for joining me and sharing your Wednesday evening with me. The kits are all now live on the website, so you can find them. I think if you're watching on Instagram, they should be in the link to bio. They'll also be, are they in the description to the YouTube? Or they will be? They will be. So we're gonna sort of leave both of these live recordings up on each platform. On YouTube and on Instagram, so you can, if you missed the start, you can always watch back there as well, or you can just visit the website too, guthrie&ghani.co.uk. They'll be in the Just Arrived section, they'll be in the Sewing Society section as well, so they're all just there if you are interested. But yeah, thank you so much. I'm really glad that you have loved them. We have had such a big positive response to them already, with a couple of colourways just and size ranges selling out already, so I can't wait to see what you guys make with them. Don't forget to share your photos as you do, and let us know what you think of this lovely new design as well. And if you end up filling this out for your project too, you can add a little swatch in it as well, on the belly band. Yeah, and if there, you know, if you do need anything at all, drop us an email. Like if you've missed out on something that you wanted, you can email us so that we know what it is you're interested in. When things do sell out on the website as well, a little thing will come up where you can put your email address in for a stock notification. So that's not signing up to the newsletter, that's just signing up specifically to that product that's sold out. So you can always just pop your email in there as well, and then once that product then comes back into stock, it just sort of automatically lets you know about it as well. So that's quite a useful way too. So you can do that. You can just email us like directly to info@guthrie-ghani.co.uk. You can pop that email address in the description as well. But yeah, thank you so much everyone, and I'm going to leave you with the thought of, if you're not signed up to the newsletter already, definitely sign up, because next month's Sewing Society kits are also incredibly exciting. I mean, I've been started making the samples last week, and I just I kind of just squeal a little bit with excitement, because I just love making them so much, and I've been having to like show and tell everybody that works here, like, look what I've made, it looks so nice. So I think you guys are going to love them too. But we're not going to have loads and loads of stock of that one, so you definitely need to be signed up to the newsletter if you want your first choice in that one. But yeah, have a good evening for the rest of your evening, everyone. Thanks so much again for joining, and I will see you soon. Bye.